I'm seeing on the internet of people who have purchased it, posted videos and conversation on the car, real-time driving, flat and level, in the wintertime with the heater going. They say the car will only do about 20, 25 miles before the car, and the backup generator will kick in. Real-time driving, best day, no appliances running, windows up, which is very rare here in New Jersey because our climate changes so much.
Absolutely.
You know, on the best conditions, the car roughly does 45 miles on a charge. City.
Okay.
I'm sure the car will do a lot better on the highway. Maybe it does do upwards of 50, 55, maybe with a little tailwind. That's as good as the numbers go in real life.
Well, let me ask you one question here, Mike. How much driving do you usually do per day?
Well, I'm 44 miles exactly round trip to and from my job.
Okay.
Out and back.
Absolutely. Well, the Volt actually gets about, roughly, they say, between 35 to 40 miles on just the electric alone, because you know it is electric and gas. So that 35 to 40 miles will pretty much cover your entire commute each day during the week. So pretty much during the week, you're not spending any money in gas.
But that's without running any appliances in it. That's straight up with the windows up, no heat, no air conditioning.
I've never heard of it like that. I mean, obviously, there are different circumstances. They are rated 35 to 40, and that is, with my understanding and with my knowledge of it, with the actual appliance running, because they don't expect you to get into a car and not use the features. That would be pointless for the most part. Obviously, not every car is the same, and some of those cars may have some issues with them that the customer may need to be taken care of. But as far as I know, they are rated 35 to 40. Round trip, I've never heard otherwise. I've actually sold one or two of them, and my customers love it. And for that same exact reason, they drive less than 40 miles during the day, and all week they don't have to fill up. So that's why they love it. So I can only go based off my past experiences, but I've personally never had that issue. So
everything I'm seeing and reading on the internet of people who own the cars, either the owners posting videos and comments on it, are giving the real numbers of what the car is doing for them. So I got to take that into consideration. I'm sure they're not all liars.
Absolutely, and what could happen is sometimes if say they're just hanging around sitting there, the car will run sometimes, not all the time because it will shut off sometimes, but it will run on that battery. So say they're not doing a whole 100% a lot of driving, and maybe they're in a lot of traffic or something like that, and it's just sitting there. Yeah, it's going to take down from the mileage a little bit just because it is running, just not moving forward. And the best thing I can honestly say to do is, I know I just got one in. You're more than willing to take it for a 30 to 40 mile drive if you got like with air and heat and whatever you want to run it on, and you can test it out for yourself before you even bought the car. So,
right.
And that's something we'd be more than willing to do for you. If that would ease your mind, then absolutely. I want to make sure that you're more comfortable with the purchase than anything else. That's my job here. So.
Well, I have a brand new CRZ.
Okay.
And it's a fantastic little car for what it is. It's half the money. I could own two of them for what that thing costs. And I'm averaging just under 40 miles per gallon.
Okay.
But then again, I drive pretty aggressively because I grew up street racing. if I baby the living shit out of the car, I've had it up to roughly 56, 57 miles per gallon, which was mostly highway running and doing the speed limit.
Absolutely.
And that's playing games with it to see exactly how far can I go per dollar.
Because you're trying to maximize the amount of money in your pocket, and everyone is with the gas the way it is these days. So.
It has all the computer, digital shit in the dash that, you sit there, you get bored driving, you can play the games with the car to see how far you can make it go. And that's what I do with it sometimes.
Well, then we should be talking about a Camaro, not a Volt, then.
I have a bunch of hot rods.
Well, I mean,
I really want to scare myself by getting my airplane.
Well, there you go. Well, not many people can say they have an airplane, so.
Right.
Well,
so I'm looking to go the other direction. I'm looking for $1 per mile, and the sweet spot as far as a purchase. Like I was just telling the other guy, you can't spend thousands to save hundreds. The math is no good. It doesn't add up.
Well, absolutely, and it's got to make sense to you. It's got to, And that's the biggest thing. And like I said, the only way that it's going to absolutely ease your mind is that if you do come take it for a 40-mile test drive, and you will be more than willing to do that. We can take it up on the highway, we can take it around town, whatever way you want to do it, and you can make sure that that is the vehicle for you and that it maximizes your dollar amount. So.
Well, with everything I've researched and read, the numbers don't lie.
And you have to understand that, like you just...
Here and there, the car does not do what it should do for the money. I mean, it's neat, it's too new, and I'm sure they're going to perfect it and get some more distance out of it. And then maybe it'll be worth it, depending on what they sell it for. But,
and the only thing I can base...
Guys, even up with my brand new CRZ for that thing, title for title, the car still wouldn't save me any money or do what I needed to do. That's the argument. It's just not going to do what the little Honda does.
And I'm just going based off my past experiences with it. I've test driven them many times. I've actually sold a couple of them, and my customers have been nothing more than happy with them. They've gotten everything they needed with the same situation that you have. The 40 miles round trip each day, they do less than that, and that's why they bought it, because they're not spending anything in gas during the week. And they have told me nothing to believe otherwise. And like I said, do I want to discredit what they're saying online? They could be very well true. I don't know. I haven't actually Googled or checked any blogs or anything on that. But I just know based off my past experiences that the car usually does get what it's rated to do. So.
Well, you got to keep remembering that there's a threshold. See, these people are that happy with the car. I'm sure they're under that threshold of the limit of that battery life for that drive. I'm just past it.
Okay.
That's 44 miles round trip every day to my job. That's, and that's under ideal conditions. Wintertime and summertime where I'm flaring the accessories, the car is going to have to go back into the gas and then get less gas mileage than my CRZ for more money.
Yeah, and I understand the concern. I absolutely do. And like I said, the best thing to do is you'd have to come see for yourself.